Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode, or shall I say, welcome to the first episode of a brand new series. So we are playing a mod pack called RAD, Roguelike Adventure in Dungeons. Now this pack is all about kind of, as it's in its mod pack name, it's all about kind of adventuring and fighting in some different dungeons. So this is actually on my own server. I created a server for my friends and I to play on, and as you can see it's already on day 344, but we're just getting into this. So all I have done before this episode is I've just got myself kind of set up. So if we take a look in our chest, I've got some diamonds and all that stuff, and you spawn in with a prefab home, and so I went ahead and chose it, and it looks like it did already come with a mine. So I kind of went ahead and I kind of came down here and just started digging out some of the ores and stuff that I found, and then I found this. So I added the doors, but we went ahead and we came into just a nice little like mine that was already here, and so I've just kind of been mining and stuff, and luckily this mod pack has void or vein miner, I think it is, and we can just hit one of the keys and it'll automatically just mine all of the items, which is super helpful. Let's so one thing that I really do like about this pack is just that it's so fun to just kind of adventure in. And another thing is I really enjoy the packs that have quest books. You know, we've got a quest book up here, and this is actually just kind of information on that stuff, so how to actually do some of the stuff in the mod pack. But if you press E and you click on the quests, you can see just the standard quests. So on the left are all of your different tabs, and at the very top left is a tab called shop, which you can spend money on if you get money in game. So like every quest that you complete, it'll say 20 currency. So I have to make obsidian and I get 20 currency. So as you can see, I traveled to the overworld, and then from that you got to choose a class. I chose pirate because that sounded really fun. So that's kind of how I got my pirate hat. Now if you see, I actually have this, which is my cosmetic armor, so it shows over, but if I remove that cosmetic armor piece, it shows whatever is standardly there. But so if we look back into our quest book, I have done like some of the basic ones, as I was saying before. I did the crafting table, and I did a crafting pad, which is just a remote crafting table, which you can see on the 9th slot of my hotbar. Made a chest, made a furnace, made a stone pickaxe, got iron ingots, lava bucket, iron pickaxe, gold, diamonds, and now I'm just kind of moving on. So there are also a couple of other ones that we can do while we're here in the overworld. One of them is mystical agriculture, which is really helpful because it's kind of like, it allows you, if we look here, it'll say coal seeds, fire seeds, iron seeds, redstone, experience, lapis, emerald, and diamond, and that allows you to grow items. So you can grow diamonds basically, and that's going to be really helpful later on when we can actually do some of that stuff. So we're just going to be working on some of these quests as we go. Now, also what's really fun about this is there's different adventures. So you can go in and there's this other dimension that you can go into, and it's kind of fun to go into them. You don't want to go into them with your best gear, otherwise you might die and just lose everything. So that's why I'm going to look into adding on keep inventory. I think that might be a little bit more fun. And we have this other tab, extra utilities, which will just allow us to do some of this other stuff. So it looks like we've got to create a compressed cobblestone, which I thought I did, which I can show you guys real quick here. So we just take cobblestone, takes 9 cobblestone. We just go ahead and grab that. We should be able to check that quest. Yeah, so I have it. I don't know quite why it's wrong, but that's whatever. But because we haven't done extra utilities manual, so we'll have to click on this and it'll show us, okay, you take a book or a book and quill, iron ingot, and obsidian, and then that'll make you your extra utilities manual. And then we also have a bag of holding, which gives us and grants us more inventory space, and we've got some other stuff kind of throughout. Then there's inventory pets, which allow, like, it takes up a hot bar slot or just an inventory slot and allows you to do stuff. So like the spider will allow you to climb up walls or something. It's just a little bit more helpful to have. Then there's this ice and fire, which are just dragons. So now we have to battle dragons, which will be kind of fun. You can get some really cool swords and stuff. Wizardry, if that's how you want to pronounce it. I've heard it a couple different ways. I'm just joking. You guys can sense my sarcasm. So here we have like a magical crystal and a spell book. And then as you just kind of go through, there's some different things. So it says like click recipe, You have to make some small mana flask. That might actually be a glitch quest, but I don't truly know. But it's just kind of allowing you to go into that. So I actually found both of these just from exploring. I found the spell book just down in a chest down in that mine shaft that I found. And then the crystals are just crystals down that you find, which are a little bit more fun to just kind of go down in there. Embers, there's some weird like chamber things around, which I'll show you guys as we kind of go, and you just kind of grab that stuff as you're going, and it looks like you can kind of make your own like little workshop like armor person, which kind of sounds kind of fun. Don't truly know too much about that mod, and that's kind of why I'm going to be enjoying this pack a little bit more, is because it's not just tech, and tech is kind of what a lot of the mod packs are, and I have gotten quite bored of that. Badlands, so this is actually Badlands biome, so we actually have to go do that. So it looks like, okay, swap talisman, so you actually have to make this in order to go there, which is totally fine. And then there's a couple different mods that are like that, and I think that that's going to be quite fun. So like you have to go travel to the tropics. Don't know how you do that, but we're going to figure that out. Twilight Forest, that's one of my favorite mods, and I know how to do that. So then that'll be a little bit more fun as I'm teaching you guys, because instead of me just doing straight tutorials as I have been doing for Minecraft, this will be a little bit more of a tutorial. This will be a tutorial, but I'll also be learning along with you guys, which I think will be a little bit more interesting. So if we look, we do have kind of off of this oak chest, we do have some storage stuff that we can do, but I don't want to do anything storage here, because here is just, here, let me sleep. Right here is just kind of it's just my basic area that I have. So if we press J here, this is my mini map. I don't know. Okay. So this here, this was spawn. And then I kind of ventured out over here, and I ended up taking over kind of this village for a night, and I grabbed all that stuff. And then I was just trying to look for a place for a city, because that was kind of my initial idea. This here is death, as I found. There's just these druid guys that come and just kill you. This is where I set up a temporary home, and it looks like there's a little place over here. And then there is a battle here that I was trying to do, but it was just too complicated for me. And then I kind of found an area right out over here that I was gonna build a city, but it's not a nice area. So then I was like, okay, well, I'll take one more look around, and I went north, and I found this really cool area, and this is where my clan is gonna be. So we're gonna kind of do some clans and some factions type deal here on this server, and so we're going to have kind of different groups. So mine is going to be the Brotherhood of Primal, as I had tried to create something else a long time ago, and that's where that name came from. But that's how we're gonna set up our area right over here. And I already kind of started it, but I really liked this building, so let me go ahead and let's build. As we can see, we do have that one quest right up here to build a sleeping bag. Alright, so that actually takes 3 white wool, because I've actually tried to do this already. But yes, we can come in here, we can just throw that right there, and there goes our white comfortable sleeping bag. Alright, so now we can grab that, grab our 50 coins, and now it looks like we can craft one of these. So we can craft a home. So it looks like we can make something like that. Small yurt, small teepee. I don't know how to say some of these ones, but they look kind of interesting. So it looks like it just takes like sticks and wool, which I don't quite have. I don't have a ton of wool, so we'll kind of go as we go. And also somehow from mining, I got like a super jump. Don't quite know what that's all about, but it's helpful to have. And then I do need some leather, so I'm gonna try to kill all the cows that I see. You know, just completely decimate the cow population. But before I show you guys the new area, let's go explore over here where I did see that other spot, which was just over here. And that's what a lot of this mod pack is. It's a lot of finding ravines and not trying to fall into them. Just saying. And yes, we do have pineapples. So we're gonna grab all the pineapples, because pineapples are pretty amazing, not gonna lie. Yeah, but the I can't tell if it's like 1.5 jump or if it's double jump. At this point. Well, that wasn't a fun glitch. That was kind of rude, game. Alright, there are also a lot of flowers, so there's like these. Alright, so I actually had to go into creative mode in order to get out of those. I would just personally avoid those if you guys are in your own pack. Especially if you guys are playing, just know cheats or anything like that. Like, I typically don't do cheats. It's just, you know, temptation. Especially if I'm just planning on playing survival. But if I'm planning on like building something cool, then I'll like switch into it. Which, as you guys had known, that's what I did in my one survival world a long time ago. So it looks like whoever did this decided to not be nice. And so this is actually just naturally generated. Ooh, got a gift. Oh, we got an iron shovel. I don't know if that's what we got, but that's what we got. Alright, so I will just go ahead and grab some of this stuff just because we're probably going to need it a little bit later on, especially if we're going to be moving soon. It'll be quite helpful. Ah yes, pumpkin pie, the thing that we will never eat or speak of. So we got an iron sword. Now some items will actually say like quality, and those will give you certain things, certain benefits. So like here's an iron battle axe. It does a lot more damage than an axe or a sword, but it swings incredibly slow. So the axe swings at 0.9 but does a lot more attack damage versus my iron cutlass, which attacks quite fast but has a little less damage. So I'll go ahead and take this because it'll probably be the same as an axe. We'll go ahead and take a cauldron or two since there is one here. Get rid of the fire because we don't want to die. Ooh, gold block. Don't mind if I do. Alright, we'll go ahead and just toss those there. So if you guys hear any background noise, that'd be the puppy that we just got a while back, actually. Now looking at it, yeah. We just got a puppy about 7 months ago now, I think it is. Oh, I got wither. Oh, don't touch those flowers. Those flowers are deadly. Alright, so you guys see that? That is going to be the new, like the main house. That's going to be kind of like where we can all, where my faction's hub is going to be. And then this will be one of our lookout towers I'm planning on. We'll probably build some other stuff out there. And then just over there is a roguelike dungeon. So the roguelike dungeons are these giant underground dungeons. And they can spawn with, I think it's 3 different tops. And so that one's just kind of a standard brick house, which usually has some decent items, like decent starter items in the top of them. But then as you work your way down, then you kind of work against really hard and difficult enemies, and then you get kind of that level gear. But there we go. There's going to be the new house. I really do like its location. I think that it's a nice kind of central location around all this different stuff, and I'll probably be building a house like separate of it. But I think that this will be an amazing not first house, because I already have my temporary house, and I already took over a house in the village, so we're just not going to... Is that an infernal mob? No. So I did just say infernal mob. What does that mean? That is an extremely difficult like enemy in this game. They'll have like some sort of special effect, and they can have like these super powerful enemies. So there might be one that says webbing on it, and what that webbing might do is it might just totally instantly stick you. So it'll stick a cobweb right at your feet, so that way you can't escape quickly. And it's kind of a totally rude thing that they do. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have to clear a path so that way we can actually get in. Because they were like, we've abandoned this place. I'm like, no, this place is now mine. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and quickly. So I had tried to do this series a little while back, and I ended up running into some recording issues just because I use Shadowplay, which has some issues recording. Minecraft always has, and I don't know if they'll fix it, but if they do, that'd be amazing. But if they don't, it's how it's gonna have to be, because OBS, the other studio that most people use, it actually for whatever reason does not work for my computer. I do not know why. Also, I'm just going to quickly mention that difficulty, don't fully know what it means. All that I know that it means is just death, so you have a higher likelihood of just dying. Okay, I think that that's supposed to be like that. Which is fine, but then that just means more death, and you don't quite want death. I don't know what, like, I don't know how this was all supposed to shape, but I'll be like kind of working on this in between episodes, and then you guys will always make fun of me for that, because it'll be like episode 2 and then this whole place will be finished, and you guys will be like, why didn't you show it on camera? Well, because magic. Alright, so just kind of walking in here, it's huge. Ooh, chests. Oh, they're blocked, of course. But so I think I'll just start kind of building up my house over here. Oh, and I completely forgot about that. Yes, what we've always wanted, cobwebs. Decoration to the max. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and just place a couple torches around our soon-to-be beautiful house and homestead. Looks like that whole side just completely crumbled. Not structurally sound, just gonna throw that out there. Don't like that you have to hop over all this stuff, just saying. I don't think that this house is gonna be worth that much. How do you get up? Answer is you don't. Okay, let's throw down our sleeping bag and let's go to sleep. So some of these episodes might be a little bit different for you guys. So sometimes it might be we're in a dungeon with multiple people, like some people of the clan or the faction in this one. Sometimes it'll just be me building, just doing some quests, kind of showing you guys some tutorial stuff. And like I said, other times it'll just be just doing some other stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's explore out over here. So it looks like it's just kind of like a building with a wall surrounded by it, which I think is kind of a... Ooh, yes, this is exactly what we want. We want just all that stuff. So what I'll probably be doing is just replacing this all and making this all look brand new. And like getting rid of all the cobwebs, getting rid of all of the vines and everything. Just cleaning it up. What's in here? Same thing. Yes, just what we needed. Just what we needed. Yeah, this isn't too bad. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, so I'll have to, in between episodes, I'll have to work on this. But I really do think that this will be kind of a cool house to kind of recoup, especially once we get a bunch of people on. And I'll show you guys some of the other ideas that I did have around this place. So we'll take one last look at this. It's kind of our gonna be our new home, or at least kind of the new hub. And so that hub will be where we kind of store some of our stuff, and we'll put in like our different portals and things like that. Alright, so then this is kind of the other view. So this is that roguelike dungeon that I was talking about. And then here's gonna be our secondary observation tower, or like tower, basically. And so I don't think, I kind of checked one out. I think I checked that farther one out. But they don't really have anything. It's just kind of the type of thing that you take over and you have to fix. There's also a house up there that I'll probably fix up or do something with, and then make something down below. But this is going to be kind of a nice little area just out and around my base that some of my clan members or whatever can kind of take over and start building on, which will be really fun to kind of have. And we can open up in here and we can actually find a nice little house. So I actually want to know, will you smelt anything? No, you don't smelt anything. Alright, we'll just throw some coal in there. Hopefully that smelts. And now it does smelt quickly. Yes, quickly. Just as it kind of has some stuff. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. So you get some torches, you get an iron pickaxe with unbreaking, and then you get surplus platoons, and so they're just give you different things. So like this is defense, that is deflection, statistics, which actually gives you kind of some information on how that dungeon is made, and reloading decreases the cool time. Okay, we'll take that. All right, but we'll go, let me just quickly show you guys. So you kind of start going down here. It's really dark, and you can actually see that particle effect coming out of my person is actually like cold breath, because we're actually in like a colder area, which I think is actually kind of a fun mod. So you come down in here and I'll show, okay, so there's that way, and then there's that way. That way looks like it has a spawner, and basically the goal is to try to get as low as you can, because that's where all the best gear is. So go ahead and we'll go this way, which is east. I always like to try to keep track of whatever direction I'm heading in. There's a chest here. So we've got more torches. I'll throw that in, throw the egg in, throw you and throw you and throw you. You don't need all that stuff. So we got sharpness 1, don't really need that. We'll grab the fish and this just because I do need, in this mod pack, you do need to eat multiple different types of stuff. So that way you can stay alive. Staying alive. So that is an infernal mob. Alright, so let's just go ahead and grab this. So you can see that that guy had some particle effects coming out of him. That is one of those infernal guys, which are really deadly, especially if you don't have friends to take them on. They can be very harmful. Oh, I looked right back into the same direction. Ow. There we go. So that's kind of all that you have to do for starting, is you just have to kind of just try to find some basic areas, see if you can take them out. But because I don't have that many torches and I'm far away from my house, don't really want to work on that. There we go. That should keep them. Alright. So this might be the type of place where we hold this and we just kind of light it up. And we keep all the spawners and we just turn them on lights like redstone lamps. So that way if somebody new comes in, they can just kind of start killing some of them and kind of control them a little bit more. But yeah, so this is going to be our brand new area, our brand new house. I just kind of want to show you guys some the basic stuff that we're going to be needing to do. I will probably next episode start some mining for you guys, just kind of show you guys what to keep your eye out for, because I'm not fully sure what I need to keep my eye out for. When I look in the quest book, some things that spark my eye just here is, so there's the reforging station, there's the airship workbench, which allows you to work on some airship stuff, which I'll have to be looking out for our area out here. Then there's some of this other stuff from Almanac, which is from Rustic, which allows us to do a couple different things. It allows us to make food, and then just some of this like colossal chests. Like I don't quite care for the colossal chests, but they are kind of fun just to kind of see at the very end. Basically it's a giant chest, so it's a multi-block structure, which means that it's made out of multiple blocks and they're all connected and allows for a lot larger inventory space. Now I still way prefer these basic drawers over the colossal chest, but I'll probably put the colossal chest somewhere just to get it out of the way and hide it. But that is where we're going to end this episode. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.